This is episode 98, Taiwanica Podcast here. This is Eric, your host, doing a short today to help you all learn about water and doesn't actually need to be drunk all the time. Today is a special episode where you just have me teaching you about this exciting topic. We all drink water all the time, and we all have other favorite drinks that we do. Are they helping us be smarter? We'll find out at the end of this episode. But for now, I just want to say welcome everybody for joining today's episode. We are here to talk very briefly about the consumption of water and how does it help you be able to have mental clarity. There's a lot of things about this that are going around in the world today about health, doctors, and nutritionists, everyone saying that, oh, you should be drinking water all the time. Is this really true? Well, let's dive into it. The thing about doing things with water that's important to understand is, of course, water is life. Without water, we're not going to be able to maintain equilibrium or balance inside of the body. But around the world these days, the people are saying that you should drink up to at least 13 cups of water a day. So if you're the type of person that holds a water bottle or keeps a water bottle with you wherever you go, of course, this is a very healthy habit to have. But at the same time, are you consuming lots of water throughout the day because of this? Well, this is something to keep in mind that consuming a lot of water does have its benefits, but it also has its consequences. Let's talk about the benefits first. The benefit of hydrating all the time, make sure that your inner organs are staying balanced. Your heart will be able to stay better balanced because there's not too much of the opposite in the body, and the opposite is sodium or things that are salty. And when you do that, there will make sure that the flow in the system with your blood cells, with your nervous system, the things that operate all the time for you will maintain order. But there is a consequence to this, that is, as you can imagine with food, if you, let's just say, for example, you have a really delicious soup and you take a sip of it, like one of my favorites is spicy sour soup or suan la tang in Taiwan. And it's a fantastic soup, but sometimes when you order it, it can be pretty salty. I'm not going to lie. So if it is that way, what would you do? Well, you'd add some water to it. And like magic, all of a sudden the flavor can be more suitable for your taste buds. So same thing happens inside the body. If you keep on drinking lots of water, you're going to water down your system where sodium in salt is becoming less and less. Keep in mind, we need sodium, we need salt. And if we keep drinking water, then sooner or later, the balance on the other side of not having enough sodium begins to happen. What does that mean? Well, one of the places that we want to keep our energy high is, of course, our brain. And if our brain is starting to get too much water, it will begin to swell. It will start to puff up, which affects mental clarity and makes it more difficult for you to pay attention to things. So not a lot of cases of scientific studies proving this because everyone's saying drink as much water as you can, but in reality, this is definitely the case. If you are going to start drinking water all the time, you will start to notice, especially right after a meal. You can try this. Try to eat a meal, get really full, and then drink a whole glass of water right afterwards, and then try to study something or try to focus on one thing after you do that. You will see that it's very difficult to focus. So instead of only drinking water, we need to understand where are other places that water is, because it's not just water that has water, right? It rains, and when it rains on food, particularly fruits and vegetables. So Fruit has 90% water content. So if you think of like a watermelon, and in Taiwan it's watermelon season, you can easily get your water from this source while also gaining other benefits like vitamins, minerals, and of course fiber. So all of these additional bonuses while eating water-rich food will make sure that you're not consuming only water that makes you feel too much inside of your system and causes swelling and that lack of focus. Vegetables, 70% water content. So if you eat lots of vegetables too, you will find that you don't need to drink as much water either. Now, a little pro tip about both of these to make sure that you use them to the best of their ability is fruit. Much contrary to most people's way of eating fruit, they act like a dessert. Actually, I would recommend that you eat fruit like an appetizer. So eating that way before you actually eat your main meal. So for me, as an example, I will eat a banana usually an hour before I have dinner. And this actually helps my system absorb the banana because it's very easy to absorb into my system without anything else in there. And I would use all the benefits that the banana has before I actually eat a meal, which would kind of waste the value of a banana because the banana takes faster to absorb than the other food. So if I place a banana on top of all the other food I ate, it won't actually benefit me very much. Vegetables, if you eat vegetables, I mean, anytime you eat, of course, eating vegetables is great, but particularly leafy green vegetables, like the really leaf ones, like, for example, spinach or cabbage or lettuce, these big leafy green vegetables. Actually eating these at the beginning of the day around breakfast time, which is, not a common thing that people do. But if you eat these before you go out for your day, you'll actually gain the most benefit from them because they will act like a cleaner in your system. They'll go into your intestines and clean out whatever is that's in there that is getting stuck and helps you digest your food that you ate the night before much smoother. So these are just really easy ways to add water into your life instead of just constantly drinking it. And that way you avoid swelling, gain better mental clarity, and also, most importantly, better health. So I hope you found this episode to be interesting. If you did so, definitely give it a like or a 5-star wherever you're listening from. Also, definitely check out buymeacoffee.com/Taiwanica. There you will get to see the video version of this because we're not sharing these on YouTube currently. And we have a lot of other great content over there as well. Finally, we have a great opportunity for you to join a class that our other host, Anita, is going to be having starting next week. So in just a couple of days now, and we still have 2 spots open for people to join this amazing class. The content of that is, it's a beauty class about inner and outer transformation. In this class, you'll be able to learn very easy techniques on how to do facial massage to remove any wrinkles. And also, as a gift, we'll be providing you the rose oil that will be Anita's main way of being able to help this. That's taken years off of her facial skin. And also, the inner transformation part is kind of like having your own private life coaching session. And it's all being done for a very, very reasonable price. So if you're interested in that, check down the link in the description down below to find out more. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. If you really enjoyed it, then if you can be one of the very few people who can give us a 5-star review and even tell us about what you liked about the podcast, that would be great if you could do that in the place where you're listening. 谢谢大家。如果你真的很喜欢今天的 podcast 的话，请你们给我们5颗星。这个会让更多人越来越了解Taiwanica要给什么的 质量，让他们的生活越来越顺利。感谢。